It's not a normal world, it's Taskmaster world, and welcome to today's video. You're probably wondering, Tom, where are you? Why are you no longer in the hallway? Well, here's what's happening, right? So the third channel, the weird side, the main channel, Tom Mason, are going to be in the hallway. I'm not fully deciding whether the weird side is going in the hallway, but I feel like Taskmaster didn't work well in the hallway. Not because the video was rubbish or anything. No, the video was glorious, fantastic, and everything I loved about the video. But I want to look as smart as possible and present myself in a smart manner for this channel. So I can newsread it. There's always a desk. I'm always wearing a suit, so I always look smart. But in those videos, I don't look that smart because I've got I'm like trying to look interesting. But we digress, we move on. Today we are in a room we've been before, but today we are looking forward to 2022. What are we going to get, or what do we hope to get in 2022? Now, this video comes from a Reddit user, can't remember his name, the Reddit user's name. It's that Reddit thing, I'm not 100% sure what Reddit is really. But they've calculated all the information that we know so far from all the versions. Now, we start in Sweden. If you see me looking down at any point looking at my notes, it's because I am looking at my iPad that has all my notes on for the video, so I don't get any piece of information wrong. There are no dates yet confirmed, it's just things we know that are happening. Now, we start with our good friend Babin Larson from the Taskmaster World, the podcast. Her Bestie Test Series 6 of Swedish Taskmaster will be coming. The contestants for the Series 6 have been officially announced. I might be putting images up of the contestants, but I might not. Only if I remember, because I don't want to pronounce their names and pronounce them wrong. So it's better off if I do. So I will, Tom Mason, if you're watching this in the edit, which you probably are, add the images now please. Not anytime earlier, not anytime after, but now please. Thank you. I know the images will disappear once I finish talking about the Swedish version. Right, that's a little bit of the admin done. In the mid-November 2021, it was announced that there was a live studio recording session for Series 6 would be taking place across 6 4-hour sessions between 29th November and the 7th of December 2021. Though no official air date has been announced, this series will be airing, we've got a theory that it'll be airing in late February 2022. Now, since I got all this information, they announced that the Series 6 cast will be featuring in a Christmas special before the series begins. So in 2021 we'll get a Christmas special with them in, and then we'll see them in their full series for full stuff for Series 6. Now I have got some information on the New Year's tree which I will give you at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Then we move to a version that I only recently learned how to pronounce, and I got really excited. It's called I almost got it there. Let's go again. It's called, and I'm leaving that in so then you know that I'm learning. It's my journey. It's called Kongen. Hopefully, if you're Norwegian and you're watching this video, tell me yes or no if I've pronounced it correctly. Yes, you have pronounced it correctly, and no, you haven't. I need to know, because I want to do a whole video on Kongen. So I want to make sure I pronounce it correctly. On the 2nd of December 2021, it was announced that the tickets were available for a live studio filming session of Series 5 at the Darmans Theatre, with 10 filming sessions taking place between the 17th of January and the 30th of January 2022. It was revealed that the contestants for this series would be Harland Illa Janefromin Harkson. I wouldn't be able to pronounce them. I'll pronounce the names I can pronounce. but if the images will appear if they've been added to my source where I get all my images from. So the images will be here now with the name underneath, fingers crossed. Depends on if my screenshot skills are as good as I think they are. So we've got Haaland and Christine and Martin. They're the names, they're the third name that I can pronounce, but I don't want to upset or offend anyone. So I'm just gonna have the images flying around with the names on, so I don't get anything wrong, because I don't want to mispronounce anything. And if there is anyone from Norway, Denmark, Sweden, Croatia, who are watching my videos, who would happily come and talk to me and tell me how to pronounce these names and have a chat about, here's how you pronounce these, and talk me through all that. It would be really, really, really helpful if you can do that. If anyone can do that, leave me a comment section down below and I'll get your information or from your Twitter accounts so I can talk to you on how to pronounce these words in Swedish, Danish, Norwegian, Croatian, Portuguese, Spanish, Belgium, and every version apart from the UK and New Zealand, because obviously I can pronounce those because I speak English. So I just need, for every other version, I need people so I need people so I can get to know how you pronounce the names, and so when I do these videos I'm more professional. So if that's you, comment down below with your Twitter name and I will follow you and we'll get to know each other and you can tell me how to pronounce these things. Thank you. Back to the video. Now we move on, we move on to, it's likely that it'll also air the 6th series in the autumn, so it's a UK type thing where we get 2 series a year. Taskmaster, if I pronounce that correctly, the Danish version, on November the 22nd, 2021, it was announced on the official Taskmaster Instagram account that the 6th series would begin airing in 2022 and that they would begin disclosing the contestants the following day. Over the following 5 days, the contestants were announced as Simon. I'm going to do the same thing, so they'll appear on the screen again now with the names hopefully, but I'll pronounce the names I can pronounce and their first names. So we've got Simon, Martin, Julia and Eva, and I'm not going to try and pronounce the last name, but the name will appear on the screen. Who previously made a guest appearance in Series 5. Update: recording of the live studio segment is scheduled between the 24th January and the 1st February 2022. Obviously no official air date has been announced just yet, but we think it might air in spring 2022, possibly March. Let's go to Taskmaster. Probably mispronounced that, but as I said beginning, if you're from Finland or can speak Finnish, please help me. Thank you. The studio segments for Series 3 were recorded in late November 2021. It's not yet known who the contestants will be. Air dates have not been announced, but we think that the series will air sometime around March 2022. Now, was I rushing? Was I blabbing too fast? Probably, possibly. I do apologise. I'm trying to learn to speak clearer and more vocal so that you understand each individual word and that the video can be as long as it needs to be and give you the right information. Now, I will do a follow-up on this in autumn of 2022 to see what we've got, what my thoughts on what we've had. Now we go to Taskmaster UK. Before we get on to Taskmaster UK, I want to talk to you on a personal note. Taskmaster UK content is coming to this channel. As you can see, it's been slowly added. Over on the third channel, I did 27 Taskmaster videos overall, not just on the UK version. So far, I uploaded a good chunk. I've got 16 left to upload. So you've got new videos from me, like this, and then you've got the old videos added onto there, so that you can watch them and that I know that the content's on there, so when I come to talk about Series 13, it doesn't look out of place. let's get on to the UK content. Taskmaster UK. We're expecting to see the New Year's treat around New Year's Day 2022, featuring Adrian Charles, Claudia Windman, Lady Alicia, Johnny Peacock and Baroness Cindy Varzi. Probably mispronounced that horribly. Now, leaked screenshots from Channel 4 have been seen. I'm not going to show them on here because the screenshot I had was so poor quality, it's not worth these videos. Now, what I discovered was that, and many other people have picked up, that people think that Johnny Peacock did a Katie Wicks. Katie Wicks was ill for a few of her recording in series 9, I think she was in series 9, or it might be 8. No, it's definitely series 9. She was ill, so they got previous contestants to come in and sit in her seat, not doing any of the tasks because all the tasks had been filmed, but if she was ill on the recording date. There has been a leaked screenshot showing that Alan Davis is back in the seat where Johnny Peacock would have sat, so we're all thinking Johnny Peacock might be ill. No confirmation has been given on that yet, but I will be reviewing New Year's treat, so more information will come then. Back to what we were saying. So, although no air date has yet been announced, it's thought that one episode of Champions of Champions special will air at some point between the New Year's Treat 2 a special and Series 13 featuring a showdown between Series champions Ed Gamble, Kerry Godwin, Louisa Tarbuck, Lou Sanders and Richard Herring. It was revealed on the 26th of November 2021 that the contestants for Series 13, and I won't be telling you that because I made a video over on the third channel that you can go on now all about that, but it will be coming to this channel soon, so I don't want to spoil that for that video, because that video has currently got 1.1k views, so it's a very good video it turns out. On the usual annual schedule, I think it's safe to assume that the series will start in March 2022. We also, of course, expect to see Series 14 airing in the autumn. Now we move on to Taskmaster, Portugal. Now Taskmaster Portugal hasn't yet got any more information, so in September 2021 it was announced that it was happening and I made a whole video on it, right? But we have no air date just yet. I am intrigued to find out what that's going to be like. What we don't know yet, so these are things that we want to see but we don't know any information on it yet. Currently, TVNZ, I think that's the name of the channel, announced a lineup of shows that were coming back, such as Patriot Brain, which was Bill Bailey. I don't know what that voice was. I'm just intrigued now what that was. Which was Bill Bailey's panel show in New Zealand versus Australia. It was coming back for a second series, but no confirmation on Series 3 of Taskmaster New Zealand. I did interview Paul Williams for Taskmaster podcast, where he had no idea about Series 13 yet, but fingers crossed it happens for Paul's sake, for my sake, and for everyone else's sake, because it's a fantastic series. Director of the Universe, which is the English translation for the Croatian version, hasn't yet been renewed for a second series, but Series 1 is still airing 2 days a week, and there are like 4 episodes out. At the time of recording this, there must be more than that. I've only actually ever seen the beginning bit of Series 1, Episode 1. I am going to finish watching that so I can review it on this channel, because I want to review my thoughts on it, because it's a prize task. It's a prize task that's been done on the UK version and on multiple other versions, but it's a really good prize task, so I was quite intrigued with that. So, there you have it. That's all the information we know. Hopes and dreams, whilst I'm at it, if we get a Canadian or Australian version of it. Because they're the 2 major versions I want to see, because I really want to know if Adam Hills could do the Australian version, if ABC wants to do that, or if he can do the UK version, because I want to see Alex Brooker, Adam Hills and Alex Brooker and Adam Hills, both on Taskmaster. Might not be in the same series, but I want to see it on Taskmaster. Now, Alex Brooker's technically not classed as a comedian or a comedic actor, he's more classed as a journalist, so he could be a New Year's Street 3 contestant, because it's a little bit worrying because he does do Last Life, which is a comedy, but his job isn't comedian, his job is journalism. Now, because of his disabilities, he can do it, but with Chris McCaulkin, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, he's blind, so there's a little issue there, but if he ever was to do Taskmaster, they would obviously change it, but I'm intrigued if Rosie Jones and Chris McCaulkin can ever actually do it, if it's feasible. But I hope we see Alex, Chris and Rosie both on either the same series or on series, but I think Alex is more likely to be a New Year's Tree contestant. So, that's my thought on contestant I want to see and version I want to see. As a little side note, but we will make a whole video on that. You will see me now as this form, and then you'll see me a little bit later, I think. Maybe not this week, maybe next week, with some more of my old videos, because I've got 16 left to upload. But, which version are you looking forward to next year? Leave your answer in the comment section down below. And I'll see you a little bit later for the final episode of The Amazing World of Terry and Simon over on Tom's Comedy Club. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, keep tasking. Bye! I'm trying out a walk-off to see if that's more professional.
Hello everyone, please subscribe to Taskmaster World.